I just sold a Brampton townhouse for $45,000 above asking. We listed it on Thursday, 4 offers came in by Sunday, conditional offer signed 48 hours after we hit the market, and we firmed up by day 7. In a market where townhouses are doing worse than any other home type in the entire GTA. Let me say that again. Townhouse prices across the GTA are down 7.9% from a year ago. That is the biggest drop of any property type. Worse than detached, worse than condos, worse than semis. And we just sold one in North Brampton for $45,000 above asking in under a week. I'm gonna walk you through exactly what we did to make that happen. It's not just the price. There were 5 things working at the same time. And I'm gonna tell you why most townhouse sellers in Brampton this spring are about to leave a lot of money on the table by missing 4 of them. TRREB just released the April 2026 numbers. Across the entire GTA, sales are up 7% from a year ago. New listings are down 9%. Both of those numbers sound good to sellers. They are the headline. They are what every news site is repeating. Here's what's sitting 2 pages deeper in the report. Detached home prices are down 4.1% from a year ago. Sales of detached homes are up 9.2%. Condo prices are down 6.3%. Condo sales are up 9.1%. Townhomes are down 7.9%, and townhome sales are basically flat. 3 things to notice here. 1, townhouses are losing value faster than every other home type. 2, townhouse sales are not bouncing the way the other 2 home types are. And 3, that combination of falling prices and no extra demand is the worst possible mix for a seller. That is the part of the report nobody is putting into their email newsletter. If you own a townhouse in Brampton, that is your asset class right there in red. Why are townhouses getting hit harder than every other home type? It comes down to who buys them. The townhouse is the move-up home. The first-time home buyer maxed out on a starter condo 2 or 3 years ago. They paid down some mortgage. Maybe they had a kid. Now they need more space. The townhouse is the next step. That same buyer is now looking at a $940,000 townhouse. That is the GTA average right now. With today's rates at 10% down, the mortgage alone runs around $4,600 a month. Add Brampton property tax and insurance, that buyer is roughly at $6,000 a month before they pay the heat bill. Most of them are running the math and saying, nope. So the townhouse sellers are stuck in the middle. Their buyers can't qualify. The detached buyers above them, they want a real backyard, right? And they're sitting on the sidelines waiting for rates to drop. The condo buyers below them are saving for the next move. Townhouses, they're sitting longer. Sellers are cutting prices more often. The average sale price keeps slipping. That is why the April number for townhouses is down 7.9%. The buyers who normally absorb them, they've stepped out of the room. Here's where most Brampton townhouse sellers are about to walk into a wall. They read the TRREB headline, sales are up 7%, active listings down 8% year over year, and they think that the market is back. They list their townhouse at the same price that the home 2 doors down was asking last summer. Maybe a little bit higher because the kitchen is newer, and then they wait for the offers, nothing happens. The home sits for 30 days, 45 days, then 60 days. By the time they finally drop the price, the listing is stale. The active spring buyers, they've already bought something else. In July, they take an offer for $40,000 less than where they should have priced it at in the first place. That's the trap. The sales are up headline, that's very real. It's just not real for townhouses. The townhouse market in Brampton, it's its own thing right now, and the data proves it. If you price your townhouse like it's part of the wider recovery, you're about to learn a very expensive lesson. So how do you not get caught in that? Quick note on me, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Matt with the Robbio and Nicolle real estate team, and I work in this market every day. I buy and sell homes in Brampton. And I've lived through this exact problem with my own listing last month. Here's the listing. 38 Nutwood Way in North Brampton. End unit townhouse, 4 bedrooms, just under 2,000 square feet of living space, corner lot, plenty of windows on the 3 sides, updated kitchen. Most agents in Brampton would have done 2 things with this listing. Pull last summer's comps, stick a $850,000 or $875,000 price on it because it's an end unit, snap a few photos with a phone, throw it up on the MLS on a Monday and hope for the best. We did the opposite of that, and we did it in 5 clean steps. Step 1, we walked the home before we touch anything else. Every room, closet, basement, garage, all of it. We made a list of everything that a buyer would notice within the first 10 seconds of walking in at an open house. A scuff on the wall, a bulb that was out, right? A cabinet hinge that was a little bit loose, maybe a bathroom fan that was a little slow. Anything that needed to be fixed was fixed before the photos even went up. Step 2, we dialed in the way the home felt. Proper lighting in every room. The bulbs matched in color temperature. Curtains open to let in the natural light. We made sure there were no smells, not perfume, not air freshener, just clean. The first impression at the door is what a buyer carries through the rest of the showing, so you want to make sure that's important. Step 3, we hired a real photographer and videographer. Not a phone, not a part-time agent with a camera, a professional. Wide angles, proper lighting, clean shots, drone footage of the corner lot. Most buyers see your home for the first time on their phone at 9 p.m. So if your photos do not stop the scroll, your open house never happens. Step 4, we promoted an open house before the listing was even live on the MLS. We teased the property tour on our network with other agents in some of the surrounding neighborhoods. By the time the listing hit the system on Thursday, the right buyers already had it on their weekend list. Step 5, we priced it honestly. We pulled the last few townhouse sales in the surrounding streets. We filtered out anything older than 60 days. Most of the recent sales landed between $720,000 and $780,000. The townhouses that sat the longest were the ones priced over $800,000. And the ones that sold fast were priced at $775,000 or below. So we listed at $775,000. That number was not picked from a wish list. It was not picked from what the seller had hoped to get. It was picked from what a real buyer would write a real check for in May of 2026. And here's what happened. We launched it on Thursday. The open house ran that weekend. Within 48 hours of going live, 4 offers were on the table. We accepted a conditional offer on Sunday for $820,000. 5 business days later, the buyer waived their conditions. We firmed up by day 7. That is $45,000 over our asking price in a property class that is down 7.9% from a year ago in 1 week. Most agents in Brampton would call that lucky. That was not luck, it was process. And here's a simple version of what we did. You can run this on any townhouse in Brampton this spring. Number 1, fix the small stuff first. The defects, the deficiencies, the things a buyer is going to spot in 10 seconds. None of it costs much. All of it can change what your home feels like the moment a buyer walks in. Number 2, get the home showing well. Lighting matters more than people think. Smells, they matter more than what people think. Most home tours are won or lost in the first 30 seconds at the front door. Number 3, hire a real media team. That's photographer and videographer. This is not the place to save money. Bad listings kill the listing before any buyer ever calls. Number 4, promote the open house before the listing even goes live. Build a list of buyers who already plan to be there on the weekend. Then launch it on a Thursday so that your home is fresh for the first weekend of showings. Number 5, price honestly. This is probably the most important. Pull the last few sales on your street or the surrounding streets. Anything older than 60, 90 days at the most, throw it out. Old comps lie to you in a falling market. Find the middle of those recent comp sales, and that's probably your honest number. Set your list price 3 to 5% below that honest number. Yes, below. You read that right. We listed $25,000 below the middle of the pack, and we got bid up by $45,000. The play is the same on every step. A great looking home at an honest price brings buyers through the door. Buyers who walk through the door, they write offers. 1 offer turns into 3, 3 turns into 4, and 4 turns into a number that nobody saw coming. A mispriced home with an iPhone photo, it sits. No buyers, no offers, no competition. 3 months later, you're dropping the price down to where you should have started, but now your listing has a red flag on it because everyone can see how long it's been sitting. The trap is asking what your home is worth and skipping the work. The real question is, what is a buyer going to pay or willing to pay for a home that shows well, that's photographed well, and is well priced, and is priced honestly? That is a completely different number in May of 2026. If you are a Brampton townhouse buyer right now, here's the read. Most listings in your price range are mispriced too high. The seller is hanging on to a number from a different market. Their agent did not have a conversation that we had with our seller, or the seller just didn't listen. Do not chase those listings. Watch them, track them. The ones that sit for 45 days are about to take a price cut. That is your moment to come in 5% under their new listing price and see what happens. Sellers who have already cut once will often take the second cut from a real offer. For the few listings that are priced honestly, the way 38 Nutwood Way was, those are the listings that are going to get multiple offers. You need to be ready to move fast. A pre-approval letter in hand, lawyers lined up, and a deposit check ready to go. The mistake buyers are making right now is treating every home like it's a deal. Most are not. The mispriced ones are coming down. The priced right ones are getting bid up. Telling the two apart is where the work is. If you own a townhouse in Brampton right now and you're thinking about selling this spring or summer, I will pull the last few sales on your specific street or surrounding areas and email them to you. It takes me 15 minutes, no cost, no pressure, just numbers. That call will tell you within $20,000 of what your home is going to trade at right now. Not what it was worth in 2022, not what your neighbor is asking, what a buyer will actually write a check for this month. There's a link to my calendar in the description down below or QR code right here on the screen. 15 minutes is all it takes. And if you are buying a Brampton townhouse and you want a heads up when the mispriced ones start cutting, send me a message. I track these listings every week. I know which sellers are getting nervous before the price drop hits the MLS. The headline is gonna keep telling you the market is back. For detached homes, partly. For condos, partly. But for townhouses in Brampton, not yet. That does not mean you cannot sell yours. It means you have to do the work. Prep the home, light it properly, make sure it smells like nothing, hire a real media team, videographer, photographer, build a buyer list before you go live, price honestly. 38 Nutwood Way was the proof. Thursday launch, 4 offers on Sunday, $45,000 over asking, firm by day 7 in the worst property class in the GTA. So if you want to see what's happening at the high end of this market, where homes priced over $2 million are selling for $143,500 below asking, watch this video here next, and I'll see you there.